Nestled on the banks of the Hudson River, Michie Stadium. It will play host to some of the nation's finest today at another thrilling edition of Army football. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the American. As we'll see, the Rice Owls taking on the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Black Knights will put toe to leather and we'll get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Rice's offense will go to work first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And this offense coming out slow, man. Kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Finds him out of the backfield. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
To the air, it's Walters. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Just keep slinging it. Punts it out of the air. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Walters. Release to the back. It's complete on the right side. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
To the air on 1st down. Scrambling away. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Rice.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Goes to the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get anything on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 20. He'll ride his man on the option. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That's exactly what you'd expect from this brave old Army team, getting it done on the ground.
Yeah, they know who they are, they know what they want to do, and they're going to run the football at you early and often in this football game.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done now.
There he goes. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Black Knights back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give on the option. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes.
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throwing right. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
Works his way for 3 and gets him out to the 5-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Rumbles across the 10, down at the 12-yard line after a pickup of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Owls come to the line needing just inches for the first down. This is a designed run. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Rides the back on the option, the give. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The give to the back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Trying to keep the drive alive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I tell you what, if you told them they were going to be 3 for 3 now on fourth downs, they'd have said yes, please, and that's why they're winning the game right now. You get an extra down so often, you have so much success. This offense is cooking, especially on fourth down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking downfield, it's Walters. He's got the back in the middle. Still running at the 40. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. So you think quarterbacks are all about glory. How about taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time?
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback, surveying the field, looking downfield, nothing open, making the right decision.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Sets up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Wide open downfield.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
The Owls will have it 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Rice will try to move the chains on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Here comes the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Slithers into space. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
That's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Breaks into the open.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, and then when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw. It's Walters. Firing to the right, complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And the Owls will hustle to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll give it to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And the offense went right back to their man, and this time the defense was ready to stop him.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do better.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. On the option. He'll keep it himself. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in West Point for an entertaining first half than you? And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Blake Field inside Michie Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Smacks it with the stiff arm. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first. Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Black Knights of the Hudson using surgical precision in this quarterback run game.
Yeah, and you're not talking about surgical precision in the passing game. That's not what Army does. They want to run the football. When you sign up as a QB to play at Army, you know that. You better be able to do it. You can see the run there.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Now on the option. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the fullback. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to lead.
Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Under fire. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. To the air. It's Walters. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll send the back in motion. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Hard running there. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Black Knights line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
Got the back over the middle.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The Owls come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Yeah, no mystery there. Third down, just let the quarterback keep it himself. How about the push up front by the offensive line to help get that first?
The give to the tailback. Turning it on. He has the first and still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Owls come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The Owls really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Scanning the field, it's Walters. Finds us back in the middle. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got it! And he will score! Who gives a hoot? The Owls do! It's a touchdown! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Fullback's got it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the...
Going for the big play. Wide open, he makes the catch. Made a defender miss. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Black Knights! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going to get that ball. Nice job.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. We reach the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. The Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback keeper. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, and they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. This offense has it with really good field position. He'll pull it on the read. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. The Black Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Motion from the wideout. He'll keep it himself. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. And the Black Knights are facing 3rd and inches. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
You don't even see quarterbacks under center very often, but when you do, and it's short yardage, you kind of know what's coming, but it didn't matter. Quarterback does a great job. Find some space, keep those feet moving, just fall forward and get that yardage, and he gets the big 1st down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up.
Looking for the end zone. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some 1st downs and march down the field.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, we know the defensive coordinator's been harping on his guys about this. Earlier in the game, this quarterback was killing him with his scrambling ability and his ability to take off. That time, though, nice adjustment by the defense. It was almost as if they were expecting him to scramble that time. Really, really nice job defensively.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead. Now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the 4th quarter.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
And the Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Picks up the first down, still moving. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll try the run, fighting off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Walters. Uncorks one. Got him in the open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the 1st down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Here's a heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you've got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Looking to throw on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. And they spike it to stop the clock. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Let's go! Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys